Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Q-Zone here. So before we jump into today's video, I just want to wish all you beautiful people out there, wish you guys a great day. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this life story. So pretty much, this is a crazy story. Sadly enough, I have like two of these stories. Actually three. I have three of these stories. Yeah, it's a reoccurring kind of thing in my life, I guess. But pretty much, without further ado, the title says it all, so let's jump straight into the backstory, and then we're going to dive right into the good stuff. So, pretty much, when I was younger, me and all my buddies, we'd be hanging out all the time, we would always be chilling, especially during the summer. Summertime was prime time for anything stupid and just fucking crazy. We would just be doing it all, like, it did not matter what it was. Honestly, nothing was really off limits. We were just fucking living the bachelor life, just going nuts. So this one summer in particular, my friend, not gonna throw out names, but we'll call him X. My friend X was like, hey, I have friend A, B, and C coming, and they're coming from Portugal. So pretty much, we already knew things were gonna get crazy. We knew we were about to get rowdy. Because we had his buddies from overseas coming here, and they've only been here a few times, and they like to party, they like to have fun. So we were about to just go crazy and just show them a good time here in the USA and just fucking have a good time, So pretty much, this one summer in particular, I believe it was 2016, so I was 16 years old. So I was a little youngin', and pretty much, we all got together one summer afternoon, and we had a few of our friends there. We had quite a decent-sized group in the beginning. We had about 10 people, I'd say. Yeah, about 10 people. Just 10 dudes all hanging out, just fucking shooting the shit, smoking a little, drinking a little, just having a good time. And, pretty much my friend was like, hey, why don't we go chill at our other friend's house? And he's got like a private beach access and everything. He's got kayaks, he's got canoes, he's got pretty much all the good shit that we can use to just fucking have a great day out on the water, smoking and joking, just fucking taking it easy. So pretty much we're like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. Let's fucking do it. He's like, hey, you guys are good. Like, my mom's gone for the weekend, so she doesn't care how many people are over because she doesn't fucking know. So we're like, you know what? That makes sense. So let's go kick it over there. So we all kind of migrate over there, right? Little did we know, shit was about to get fucking crazy. So pretty much we head over there. We got, about a few more people over now. So we're at about 15 people. So it's kind of turning into like a small party, if you will, And, we hit up the dab man, we hit up the bud man, and, they come through and they're chilling too. So, we're all pretty fucked up, and, we're all just hanging out inside his house, and there's fucking smoke, like, covering the ceiling. Like, we're just like big time chilling here, and we're also slamming down shots, we're slamming down monster bombs, we're slamming down, vodka bombs, fucking all different types of alcoholic bombs. We're just fucking slamming them down. And pretty much at this point, sun's starting to set. We're all pretty fucking plastered, we're all pretty fucked up. And me personally, I never fucking drink. Like, even to this day, I really don't drink. So back then, it was strictly just smoking. I really wasn't drinking at all. I'm not a fan of fucking drinking. So pretty much, I'd say I was like more drunk than I normally ever would get. And, but I was also, I was pretty stoned too. And, all my friends, most of them were fucking hammered, and they were fucking stoned. So they were just completely crossed. And, like, we're hanging out there, and, my friend's like, why don't we go down to the dock and we just start kicking it down there? So on this venture to go down to the dock, now imagine this, you're at the top of the house, right? There's a deck, you kind of look past like a patch of woods, and then as you go down that patch of woods, you all of a sudden find a oasis of water, kayaks, oars galore, and you're just fucking having a great time. Jeebs in the water, you know, alcoholic beverages, enough to go around for a whole village. You know, that's how we thought of it. So we were like, we gotta get down there. So we get down there, got kayaks, we got all that shit, and we're chilling out in the water. And, you know, now the sun's, like, really going down. So we're like, all right, you know what? Either we're going to keep chilling here, we're going to have to make a fire, right? So this is where things kind of took a turn for the worse, you know? So, pretty much we're like, we got to set up a fire, like some primal folk. And, you know, what a better way to construct it than from the dock that we're currently sitting on that's used to tie off boats, right? This isn't our dock. This is like a community dock for all the people that have access to this private beach. So we're just so fucked up at this point, and we have no other wood besides the forest that's behind us. But I mean, the dock, we're like, this makes perfect sense. We take some gasoline, we dump it on the dock, then we take this blowtorch, and we just light up the dock, and we have a massive fire. So we're like, you know what? That makes sense. Let's do it. So pretty much, you know, get a gas can, jerry can, whatever. We start dumping it all over the dock. And then we take a blowtorch that we use to light dabs, and we fucking torch the whole dock. Thing goes up in a huge roar of flames. And, I mean, you could probably see this thing a mile away. Like, there was just... the flame was so fucking large, and it quickly dissipated. And then the wood actually caught fire, and now it was just roaring. Like, the fire was literally roaring, and it was just so much fucking fire. And my friend, like, I think one of his kayaks, like, melted. Like, half the kayak melted. We had no idea that even happened, because the fire was just so big that if there was shit getting burned, you couldn't even really see it. And, you know, my other friend's got spray paint cans. He's tagging up, like, little structures on the beach. You know, fuck it, why not? Just tagging it up. And, you know, you got other people over here just breaking bottles for no reason, just throwing them at shit, just being hood rats, you know, just fucking running amok. And so pretty much we're like, all right, things are getting kind of crazy. You know, we should go back up to the house, and we should leave this whole mess and just act like it wasn't us, and just chill inside the house and just be low key. Cause it was like 1 a.m, like 2 a.m, you know, it was getting late, but we were still partying, you know, we were still down to keep going. And, you know, we're still pounding shots, we're still fucking smoking, you know, God knows what else. And we start going up the woods, and, one of my friends passed out from alcohol poisoning. You know, he just, way too many shots, just drank way too much. Keep in mind, this dude was about 220, 230 pounds, 6 foot something, big dude, and he just collapsed. Like, it sounded like a fucking 1,000-pound tree just smacking on the ground. And, you know, he just dropped, and we turn around, and fucking, he's like impossible to fucking carry, you know? It would have taken all the people that we had there to at least get him up off the ground and walk him uphill. Like, we're going uphill through fucking a forest to get to his house. I mean, it wasn't that long a stretch, but still, like, come on, I'm not gonna fireman carry this guy. So pretty much we're like, all right, you know what? He's breathing. Let's just hang out with him here, and then we'll get him up there. You know, if he starts waking up a little, maybe he can help us. Because we didn't really, at this point, we didn't really have that much people, because the other group, they kind of split off because they were just so fucked up. So they just kind of split off, and we went a separate route. And pretty much we're like, all right, well, fuck, you know, it's only 3 or 4 of us. You know, we're not going to be able to pick him up. We tried dragging him. We tried getting him up. It was not going to work. So that was just out of the question. Well, one of my other friends, to this day, this topic and this little discussion inside this story is still controversial. Is that right? Among my little circle of friends, still a touchy subject, you know, over really what happened here. So let's break it down. So pretty much what I saw, what I remember, is one of my friends was like, hey, we gotta wake him up, and, you know, he's gonna lay here and he's gonna die. Like, he started tripping out and getting all weird. And he was like, he's gonna die. We gotta get him up. And, you know, I don't blame him for getting weird and kind of tripping out, because I was starting to think the same thing. You know, I never dealt with this before. And from what I knew, this guy was indestructible. Like, you could just throw anything at him and he was always good. So it was kind of weird to see him down like that. And, pretty much my friend's like, well, I got this blowtorch. Maybe if I burn him on the arm a little bit, you know, he'll wake up. And, I don't know why this is, I don't know if this is kind of, how do you want to say it? I guess evil of me to think, or sadistic. I don't really know what the fuck you want to label it as, but I was like, you know what? It doesn't seem like a half bad idea, you know? Just burn him a little bit on the arm. So, he, you know, it's fucked up. I'm laughing about this, but he fucking torched him on the arm a little bit, and all he did was make a moaning sound. You know, obviously he just got fucking burned. And he didn't really get up or move from it. So I was like, all right, well, I guess we can't wake him up that way. He's not going to get up. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And, you know, he's just sitting there. And, you know, I'm talking to him, and I'm like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. How are we going to get him up there? What are we going to do from here? What if your mom comes home? I'm just laying out scenarios and just kind of, we're going on a back and forth rant at this point. And I start smelling like, you don't forget the smell of burning flesh. Burning human flesh, you do not forget that smell. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If they say it's comparable to this, it has a certain smell. And I just remember smelling something, and it was almost like instinctual. I was like, somebody burning? And I was like, I started smelling, and I heard like a pop and kind of like a little bit of a crackle. And I looked down, and he's still holding the fucking flame on his arm. He has his arm out to the side, and he has the torch running, and it is on his arm. And there's fucking smoke coming off his shoulder. I'm like, holy fuck. And I fucking yell, I smack his arm, the fucking torch rolls out of his arm, and it fucking starts rolling down the hill while it's still going, and fucking starts lighting up everything in its path. So pretty much, now all the fucking leaves and the brush, it's during summer, so there's fucking brush and dry shit everywhere. Everything just starts going up in flames. Everything. And it was fucking fast, too. That's the scary part. Like, how quickly everything went up was fucking insane. So literally, in a matter of a minute, 2 minutes of us arguing over why the fuck he burned him, we look around, we're like, all right, let's fucking stop arguing and being pissed at each other, and let's get the fuck out of here, because there's literally a fire almost encircling us. Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. It's getting hot. Like, shit's burning, you know, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And little do we know, his mom came home that night. She didn't text anybody or let anybody know she was home. And we're in good view distance from the porch. She comes out screaming belligerently, saying she's calling the cops, the fire department's on the way. And, you know, he's fucking out, you know, still. And then he wakes up because he had the good idea to poke him where he just burned him. And he wakes up like kind of half awake, still obviously super fucking drunk. And he manages to start getting up, and, you know, we put his arms over our shoulders, each one of us, and we kind of walk him up the hill. His mom's going nuts. She's, you know, just going fucking crazy. And I don't blame her. You know, this is her house, this is her property, you know, and fucking everything's burning. So, you know, we pretty much are like, all right, well, we gotta fucking make sure he's good. So we make sure he's good and everything, and he's like, I'm okay. And we're like, all right. And I fucking hop on my bike. I start riding away, and then my fucking bike breaks down. I'm like, oh my gosh, worst fucking is terrible. Fucking bike broke down. I fell off my bike, and my friend's in the car with his mom. He's hanging out the window with a bottle of alcohol, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, guys, get in the car, it's all right. And his mom's looking at my face like she's trying to recognize who I am, and she's like, what's your name? And I was like, fuck, I ditched my bike. I just start hitting the jets. I just start booking it. And I pretty much get home. Took me a while to get home. I cut through a lot of back ways, you know, trying to sift my way back home, you know, just weaseling my way through. And I get home and I'm like, all right, forget about everything that just happened. Get home, I lay in my bed, and I just pass out. I go to sleep. Don't know how I did it. Don't know how I was able to go to sleep, because that day was fucking nuts. And the shit that happened after, police got involved, investigations, bunch of other shit, investigators. She hired a private investigator and things just got fucking crazy. And yeah, pretty much a whole other turn of events happened, and it stuck around. It lasted about till the next summer, what we did that summer. And that's my story, guys. I really hope you enjoy. I have plenty more stories. I just guys have so many. There's a lot of crazy shit in my life, and I'm sure everyone's had some crazy times too. So pretty much, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. Love you guys. Q Zone out. Peace.